Desert might remember their time together. Here's third down and a screen set up beautifully. Charlie Offerdahl with a block in front of him into the red zone. Now a stiff arm, slides inside the 10 and is out at the 1.
It's a big roll with this offense.
And now the quarterback on the keeper walks it in.
Well, my broadcast partner about went nuts when he saw the screenplay to Charlie Offerdahl. That was followed up by a 1-yard touchdown run by Owen McCown. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Former coach Gary Barnett joining us. But you were celebrating when you saw that screenplay to Charlie.
Mark, we throw a lot of receiver screens, but we haven't thrown any back screens, what I would call normal back screens. And they're just such a good play when you're getting a lot of pressure, and we threw one, and I threw my hands up. I was so excited to see it, and it was such a perfect call for CU, and it resulted in a touchdown.
43-20 the final score. Buffs do fall to 0-5 on the season. All right, give us a postscript on this one. What'd you see?
Mark, pretty much a little bit of the same. There was some improvement. I don't think there's any doubt about it. I mean, we put some points on the board. We scored in the first touchdown in the first quarter. We scored a touchdown in the third quarter, which we haven't done. I mean, at this point in time, we're looking at little bitty steps, but they're steps. And, the issues that have been problems for us, the tackling issues, they're still there. It's hard to find a lot of good in this one, but there is some. And I think that's what we have to dwell on at this point in time.
That was the first quarter score for the Buffaloes since the first quarter of the TCU game, and the first third quarter touchdown the Buffaloes, or scored, I should say, in the third period. A touchdown or field goals for Colorado. Owen McCown, start number 2. You want to see some growth from him after his first start last week against UCLA. What'd you see?
Yeah, I don't think he took any sacks he didn't need to take. His accuracy under pressure and those sort of things, it's all got to get better. But I think he's a guy for this program, and I think he's probably going to be the quarterback that we take into the next game. And I think he's going to continue to get better as people get used to him. And, he missed a couple throws, but he'll learn.
Yeah. There was a message out of sideline, a couple of those missed throws Gary's talking about, where the coaches talked to him about, hey, let it go, throw it. Sometimes quarterbacks get a little hesitant, trying to see what they want to see before they let go of the football. On the defensive side, Arizona's a pretty prolific offensive team. They racked up some enormous numbers, creeping up on 700 yards of offense. Boy, the missed tackles you touched on continues to be a thorn in the side of the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Mark, and the combination of missed tackles and the fact that Arizona's a really good offensive team, and that quarterback had a heck of a night. He's got some great young receivers to throw the ball to, and they were ahead of us on play calling. They were a play ahead of us, and that happens sometimes, and we had it tonight. But very, very efficient offense, and we just got to get better at tackling some way. But we got to keep hitting the rock. That's what you got to do. You get up and go after it the next day and keep going after it. Eventually it's going to break, but you don't know when it's going to happen.
You and I were talking in a post-game a little bit about that concept. And I know from a fan perspective, when you hear coaches talk about going back to work, they roll their eyes a little bit.
Right,
That's
sure do.
The process, though. You in this business, what do you have to do to get better, correct?
Well, that's the only way you get better. There's no miracles. Nothing's going to change from anything other than work.
No pixie dust you can throw out there?
No, the only thing that works is work. And unfortunately, some jobs require a lot more work than others. And this one's going to require a lot of work, and you know it. That's your job. As an athlete, and a coach, you deal with that your whole life. And so the fact that you go to bed a failure at night, you get up the next morning and you go to work again, and that's how it works.
Boy, you look out there, Owen McCown, true freshman. Anthony Hankerson was our player of the game on a Colorado Football Network broadcast. Jordan Tyson made some plays out there. I mean, a lot of young guys out there in the field.
Van Wells
playing center the entire game, and I know you were very impressed with him.
I was. I thought he had a great night. And so a lot of things to look forward to, but unfortunately not as many as we have problems with right now.
You look for the little positives, but yet the Buffaloes are 0-5 as they fall here in Arizona. We'll take a timeout here in the Stampede. Former Buff, or as you corrected me, he said once a Buff, always a Buff. George Hippolyte, he was on the sidelines for us. We're going to talk with him next after a quick break.